Hello, and welcome, friends. So, did you know I got canceled one time? Well, I mean, canceled for me. There's not a whole lot of people that were there in the first place. So, like, a couple of people saying that they're not coming back is canceled to me. Anyway, let me tell you about it. So, let me preface this by saying I live under a rock. I really do. I live under a rock. I am a medically retired military veteran, and once I got out of the Army, I went back to just being wife and mother. 100% of my day is spent doing the mom things, doing the mother and wifely duties, and that's what I do all day. And then at night, I get to play games. I do streaming and stuff like that at night. But all day, I'm doing the mom thing, okay? So I don't be into like all the controversies and things that are going on, okay? We'll start there. During this time, my husband thought it would be very nice and bought me a video game. And the game that he bought me was Hogwarts Legacy. And the reason he bought me that is because I am a huge Harry Potter nerd, and I have been since I was like a kid and the movie came out. When I was younger, my dad would stand in line at these long lines at the bookstores to get me the new book every time a new book came out. Like that's where I am from with it, okay? So I've been a huge Harry Potter fan. And he bought the game for me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, wow, thank you so much. This is so cool. Because I had seen the trailer and I thought it looked like a dream game to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I get to go to Hogwarts. That's a freaking dream. So I went and did my little TikTok because, you know, I be doing TikToks. Follow me on TikTok if you'd like. And I was like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Please come check out the stream. We're going to be playing tonight. So then I started getting these comments on this video that I didn't really understand. Like, okay, girl, just, you know, keep your head up. Like, don't let the controversy get you down, and don't let the da-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba. And I'm like, huh? What controversy? Why would there be negativity? What are we talking about? And then one of my boos on that app, my boo was like, hey, yeah, so I'm not going to be able to support you anymore. If you're playing this game, nah, I'm not going to be able to support you. Love you to death, but it's no. And I was just like, whoa, what's going on? Like, you know, I didn't know. And she was like, well, the author of that book, you know, has some really troubling views on some things. Yeah. So I'm not going to be able to support you. I'm so sorry. And I was just like, okay. I definitely respect your decision. And I don't really know what's going on, but like, of course, I'm not going to say, hey, come watch me anyway, because that would be really disrespectful and, you know, thoughtless and insensitive of me, especially because I didn't know what was going on. And so I was just like, okay, damn, you know, and I'm like, my feelings were hurt because like a lot of the time, like back in my early streaming days, it would just be me and her. It would just be me and her in my, like, she would be in chat and I would be streaming, and for a long time, I was streaming to just her, you know? So yeah, my feelings were hurt, but I was like, okay, I respect your decision. Wow, that sucks, but I respect your decision. So I go to play the game, and almost none of my regular people show up. Like a couple of people pop in and then pop out. And, you know, I'm just kind of like, okay. And then I start getting these like trolling people just joining so they can troll, people reporting me, all this kind of crazy stuff. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? And look, again, at the time, I didn't know. And I said to one of the trollers, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. What is the controversy? And they're like, there's no way. There's no way you don't know what's going on. It's everywhere. There's no way you don't know. You're just being facetious. You're just being this and that. And I'm just like, huh? What? So I go look it up or whatever. And I'm like, oh. Well, this does not represent me at all. That's not how I feel at all. And I'm just playing a game that's like a dream game to me from like that, you know what I'm saying? From like my childhood fantasies of freaking Hogwarts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There are just some people who find it really, really hard to believe that there could be people who live on this earth in this day and age who do not live their entire life on social media. I don't, because again, I have 3 children and I do the mom and wife thing all day long. And then at night, I get to stream, right? I get to play games and stuff like that. And then like during the day, like while I'm doing my chores and while I'm doing all the things, I'm like listening to audiobooks or watching my favorite YouTubers, which I like float back and forth between like Berleezy and Brittany and Corey Kenshin, and then like, you know, Alvin Alano and Nick something, you know, the home decor people, and then Harry Potter fan theories and stuff like that. Like that's the kind of stuff that I'd be watching on YouTube. I do not be immersed in controversies and stuff like that. So I really had no idea. So once I found that out, I was like, okay, so now what do I do? Because this is, my husband bought me this game. It was a gift from my husband. Every time I would stream, I was getting these, well, not every time I was streaming. It went away after a while. But it was still like none of my people were coming. You know what I mean? So it was very disheartening. I just decided to just kind of step away. So I took like another hiatus, because I had taken a little hiatus before, because I had lost my auntie and then I lost my grandfather, like right in the same month, basically. And it was really, really rough. It was a really, really rough time for me in my personal life. And I think that if I had been in a better state of mind, I would have been able to handle it better, because I've been dealing with internet trolls for a long, long time. Okay. I used to stream back in the day, and we didn't even call it streaming then, we call it broadcast. I used to broadcast on Blog TV a long time ago. And people would come in, and they would come into your room or whatever, and they would just troll, and they would just talk like cash money shit. They would just talk trash about you, about anything in the room that you were in, about anybody in the room that you were in. They would just come in, and that was just their thing, was trolling. And I never blocked people who did that. I would just talk back to them. I'm like, you seem like you want attention. So how are you today? Let's talk about how you really feel. Like, I've always been really, really good at dealing with trolls. And I think that if I had been in a better state of mind at the time, it wouldn't have deterred me. But at the time, I was just like, you know what? I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break from streaming. This is too much for me at this current time in my life. Okay. But I have returned to this streaming thing. I have returned to my TikTok. I have returned to my YouTube. And I'm not going to let that kind of thing, like, you know, get under my skin or like make me feel bad about myself, because I know that's not my views. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in the theater. Okay. And anybody who has grown up in the theater knows, like, the LGBTQIA community is like a huge, gigantic part of the theater. I have zero like hate and judgment and stuff like that, because I grew up around it. You know what I mean? So it's not even a thought. And so seeing her views on that made me very, very disappointed. So I do not play Hogwarts Legacy on stream anymore. But yeah, that was a rough period for me, and it like made me lose confidence in my content creation and stuff like that. And I just recently decided that I'm not gonna let that one bad experience like deter me from ever streaming again, or, you know, scare me away from, like, you know, making people mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make anybody mad, but if I accidentally offend somebody, it's fine if they tell me, right? If I accidentally offend you, because I'm never going to try to offend somebody on purpose. That's just not the kind of person I am. So, but if I accidentally offend somebody, it's fine for you to tell me. It's fine for you to call me out on it. And then I have to make the decision how I'm going to respond to that moving forward. You know, and we're all human and we all make mistakes. And I'm not saying that me playing the game was a mistake. I'm saying that me going ahead and streaming without looking up exactly what was going on was probably a mistake. But I'm also not going to study trends, and I'm not going to study controversies so that I can like taper my mouth for everything. If I should offend you, please let me know. And then we will, you know, handle it from there, like two human beings. Even though I am like a digital avatar, I am being powered by me, a human being. So yeah, I have no problems with talking to somebody. If I offend you, let me know. Those kind of things can happen, right? And I mean, I say cancel, but like, girl, like you have to like be on a certain level to get canceled, I guess. But maybe you don't, because to me, it felt like being canceled. You know what I mean? So, but everything's fine. And it just is what it is. It happened. There was like some negativity around it, which was rough for me at that time. Had the same thing happen just right now at this time, I don't think it would affect me, like make me feel bad about myself like that. The way it did then. It made me feel bad, not about myself, but about like this path, about like creating content. Like, well, should I even be doing this? Like, you know, that kind of thing. I said all that to say that not everybody lives their whole life on the internet. So it's possible for people to actually like not, you cannot assume that everybody knows every controversy and everything. So like, you know what I mean? But also, you know, as a person who's putting content out there in the world, I'm also responsible for doing my research on stuff. I didn't know I needed to do my research on that, but you know, but like I said, I'm not going to research like to try and get on trends and I'm about to play a game. Let me see what the creator of the game has said. That sounds really condescending. I didn't mean it like that, but I'm just saying like, I'm not going to like research every single game that I play. If it's brought to my attention that there's something negative about it, and then we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you about the time that I got canceled in my estimation. But then I kind of canceled myself because I just like backed away. I was like, nope, mental health cannot take that right now. But yeah, so thank you guys. If you watched until the end, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like my content and ring the bell so you can find out when I post my next video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Share the video if you'd like. Don't forget to also follow me over on TikTok and follow me over on Twitch. And yeah, that's about it for me today. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye.